We set out to explore how technology can be used to solve a pressing legal problem on a global scale. What we found was immense potential for an end-to-end platform to completely transform the way in which stakeholders interact with a class action. Meet Karen. She lived on the disappearing street where all 21 families except hers succumbed to the Kinglake bushfires. While she signed up to a class action, the email from her lawyers every few months provide no comfort in the face of mounting medical bills and debtor calls. The sheer isolation felt by Karen is reflected in recent law reform reports. And Karen is not alone. In our testing of claimants in class actions, 89% felt strong disconnect and isolation within the class action space. To make matters worse, in a diverse pool of claimants, third-degree burns, smoke inhalation, loss of property, and psychological trauma, huge expenses are spent on experts to assess how much each claimant should receive based on their circumstances. This ultimately reduces Karen's final payout. This is a global issue. Class actions are run in the same way across the major markets in Australia, UK, US, and Canada. While the market is booming and the number of class actions is increasing every year, class members are still being left in the dark. But
we
have
a solution.
Introducing Cynapse, an end-to-end platform which empowers group members through active engagement, simultaneously utilizing advanced AI to increase payout to group members by streamlining the settlement distribution process. Now imagine Karen has access to Cynapse.
Here in the homepage, she can search and click on class actions that are relevant to her. In the class action page, she finds relevant information about the lawsuit and finds that she's potentially eligible. So she then goes on to create a profile. She is then directed to submit documents and details to verify her claim. Karen also has access to the internal portal. It's a place to keep all members up to date and engaged in the process by mimicking a client conference. Now, in the law firm portal, upon receipt of Karen's documents, law firms can send them to expert consultants for verification. This is done very easily in their hands. Through AI natural language processing, Karen's current situation is extrapolated. This is the part that saves the most time and money. This neural network learns and is improved as plaintiffs and lawyers use it more. With the claimant lodge approved, the law firm now have access to verified, curated data on claimants, which they can use to assess merit and remedies.
Our platform connects all parties around a centralized platform. This ensures less time is spent on assessing individual claims, and ultimately, a greater payout is given to Karen. Courts prefer firms which sign up the most group members and maximize returns for claimants to lead class action projects. Cynapse gives firms a competitive advantage in this tender process and provides a clear business case for firms to invest in. The best part is that this assistive technology is agile across different jurisdictions and types of claims. With an estimated 50% savings on distribution expense, this equates to 20% reduction on overall costs. With a strong emphasis on international growth, we forecast global revenue to reach 53 million by 2025. This is a global issue. We asked legal scholars, and 95% of them agreed there is a significant market gap for technology to streamline class actions. We asked legal tech specialists, and they too agreed that the technology exists to service this need.
Cynapse have identified a really clear gap in the market around how class actions are structured and managed. Their use of technology to address not only opportunities for the law firms, but also the human element of how participants experience class actions puts them in a really exciting space.
There are already huge repositories of information on group members accumulated from past class actions. By using integrated programs and proprietary AI, we can effectively tap into this market through partnership with a litigation funder or an experienced class actions firm. By utilizing tech solutions, we are building procedural fairness into the way large-scale litigation is conducted. Judges, Cynapse is a global, scalable solution to achieve better justice outcomes for people like Karen. We thank you for listening, and we'd love to meet you in New York to share our vision for change with the whole world.